Hello weaners and toddler feeders, as it's Father's Day on Sunday, it's all about the daddy weaners today. But this recipe can be eaten by the whole family, so from 6 months all the way up to the daddy's age. So it could be for the baby's daddy, or it could be for your own dad, or any fatherly figure in your life. And we're doing a chicken pie, and it's got lots of little shortcuts along the way, because as you know, we haven't got time for all that. So we're going to do it all over at the hob, so you'll have to come on over. So we've heated up some oil in, so here's one of the tricks. So if you've got a metal dish or a ceramic dish, then you just put all this on the hob, then you'll put that straight into the oven. So it saves on washing up, Brucey bonus. So we're going to put in some chicken. And here's one of the first little tricks, is buy the pre-cut one. So you're going to need an oven glove throughout this because you're touching the hot pan. So now we're just going to put some seasoning on there. So let's put some pepper, salt, garlic, and so crushed garlic, clove, and then thyme is meant to go well with chicken, but just put mixed herbs on, whatever you've got. So we'll put some thyme and some salt and pepper. Go easy on the salt if you're giving it to your baby. And then basically you don't need to cook it all the way through because it is going to go in the oven later. So this is just make it white all around the edges. So while this is doing its thing, you can preheat the oven to 200. So it's a bit hotter this week. Here's the next cheat. So instead of crying over the onions, just buy some frozen diced onions and chuck them in. So it's got to be about the equivalent of a whole onion. So they've been cooking for a little bit, so we can chuck in the sliced mushrooms. So again, you can get these pre-done if you're short on time. And we can also chuck in a dollop of mustard. And again, if you're giving it to the littles, then you might want to go easy on that. So next we're going to add in all the wet stuff. So we've got about 400 millilitres of stock. So you might want to go for the low salt stock. And then we want 2 tablespoons of double cream. Yummy. And the last thing to add is a tablespoon of plain flour, just to thicken it up a little bit. Okay, while that's doing its thing, then we can get the pastry ready. So nothing like a bit of guesstimation here. So it's about that big. Okay, so I'm going to cut the pastry pre-rolled, again, little shortcut. So pre-rolled puff pastry into about the size of your tin. And then with this extra bit here, we're going to cut out some letters, or you could do like Daddy Wiener's favourite thing. So I'm just going to write Dad. Okay, and then, don't worry, we don't like waste here at the Happy Wiener, so any of this spare puff pastry you can make into little pinwheels. So we'll put a video link for pinwheel videos. Okay, and I'm just going to make a little breathe hole in it, and then we're going to put it straight on to the pie that's been cooking over at the hobs. Okay, then we place it on, hoping that my guesstimate was all right. Yeah. And then you can make it all fancy, but I just shove it in. And then we can put on the letters. Then the last thing to do before we put it in the oven is to give it an egg wash. Now you don't have to do the egg wash. I've done a classic, here's one I made earlier, and I didn't do egg wash on that one, so you can see what it looks like without. Then we pop it in the oven until it's brown, so that's about half an hour. So as I said before, I did make one earlier, so here it is in a ceramic tin that time, but again all over at the hob. So if your daddy wiener's a veggie, just chuck in some veg instead of the chicken. But hopefully they can have a right treat on Father's Day and the littles can enjoy it too. So I hope you have a lovely day and we'll see you soon. Bye now.